Good day. We are going to do a recommendation report regarding the lack of employee creativity and initiative. CreativityArtwork.com states that creativity is the ability to perceive the world in new ways, to find hidden patterns, to make connections between seemingly unrelated phenomena, and to generate new solutions. In other words, creativity comes in when imagination is being acted on. But what happens when creativity crisis reaches the workplace? Ni Hao Travel Agency came from a small department in an engineering, procurement, and construction company. When its president decided to level things up and make it into a separate company, he had his son, Mr. Joel Elefan, take in charge of the operation in this new enterprise. In this agency, which is a company that works with the Bureau of Immigration and Department of Labor in handling the permits and visas of expats, which are people living outside their native country, the Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Elefan, reveals that he is experiencing lack of creativity from his employees. He shares that he notices how his workers lack initiative and passion for what they do and tends to settle for mediocrity. That whenever he asks them to do something, they always do just that, no more and no less. For example, if he asks his employees to call 10 people, they will really just call these 10 people, while others are trained to call at least 1 or 2 more just in case some of those people from the 10 don't pick up their phones. Having direct responsibility in handling the problem, Mr. Elephant says that he talks to them. He says that he wants them to have long-term thinking for future instances and stop being satisfied with anything average. He pursues them to aim a little higher and dream a little bigger since it will not only benefit the company alone but also themselves.
We also found relative articles on the problem of lack of creativity and initiative of employees. This article shared ways or solution in improving this kind of problem in the local and multinational companies. For this report, we have interviewed Mr. Joel Elefant, President COO of Ni Hao Travel Agency, to have an idea on what effective rules or procedures to have when employees lack of creativity and initiative. In their company, he implemented to practice this cycle.
Literature Review Number 1. Cause of Lack of Employee Creativity and Initiative. An article about barriers to creativity and innovation states a premise that Solomon, the employee, do not need the autonomy to decide which project to work on, but they must have the autonomy to choose how to work on it and to be creative. Employees like to see how their part of the project fits within the bigger picture of the whole project and how their success or failure would impact the company. Topping the cause of lack of creativity and initiative in employee is identified as among the top priorities of many CEOs according to our interviewee, Kuya Joel Elefant. He stated that common issue of the employees do not think bigger. They do not work with their heart and passion. They are not living with their means. Literature Review Number 2. Impact of Lack of Employee Creativity and Initiative. Most of the research in impact of employee in creativity and initiative involves supervision. An article on corporate entrepreneur Amabile says that individuals fail to produce creative work when they lack creative relevant skills. And the creative relevant skills include the cognitive style, which involves looking the problems from a new perspective. These creative relevant skills depend on several factors. Most notable and individual personal characteristics related to independence and self-discipline. Normally, employees who have trouble in primary purposes They have trouble in solving on bigger opportunities in workplace. Follow through is the key, according to Kuya Joel, our interviewee. Literature review number 3. Roots and consequences of lack of creativity and initiative of employee. Hakery pointed out the main aim of this research is to understand the nature of this phenomenon, its roots and consequences, as well as provide a description of why an organization should enhance interest in improving employee engagement and what human resource practices and be used for this purpose. According to Elephant, while employees According to our interviewee, Kuya Joel Elephant, while employees' naive ideas or preconceptions may interfere with their understanding of strategic company framework, experiences anxiety may also give difficulty in the company. According to our interviewee, Joel Elephant, the main objective is to think bigger. Some employees do not work with their heart. They are not living in their means. Think for long term, be flexible. Focus on 90% solution and 10% on how to solve the problems. You need to take ownership. Be solution oriented. They need to feel that they are part of a company. Try to being strict and also encourage them so everyone is involved. Remind them that there is always bigger opportunities.
Hi, I am following Lee Panglinan, reporting for recommendation. So, our recommendation according to Sir Joel Elahan, that the main problem of his company, so the first one is the lack of employee, the second one is the lack of employee creativity and initiative. So, we've come up a solution that to be able to solve this problem in his company. So, to avoid the substandard quality of services, the company must make sure that the employees perform to the best of their capabilities. So, the first level of measure is to make a well-made criteria for staff recruitment and to hire the best people that fit in it. So the second measure is to regularly challenge and condition the staff in their creative capacity and allow the staff to express ideas to get a constant flow of creativity in the workspace. And regularly conduct training programs that develop creativity among the personnel, provide incentive for above adequate work to encourage personnel's creativity, thinking, and improve performance. So let's proceed to the pros and cons. So pro for the proper staffing, it's a preemptive way of properly constructing a workforce in the office. So what is the con for this? It usually costs resource and time. So for number 2, encourage creativity and provide incentive. So what's the pro for this? It will allow the workers to take initiative in making work decisions. So what is the con? It is a little hard to keep track of progress if not done properly. Hence, it is also a little difficult to place a proper reward.
My name is Damian B. Benitez, and I'm going to report for the conclusion. In closing, the lack of creativity of employees is not just the problem of Nihao Travel Agency, but the problem is growing for all companies across the country. Many employees tend to finish the job given to them without thinking big or being creative. A lot of employees have a low chance of being promoted because of this. Based on our research, we have made the recommendation and we feel sure that they will go a long way in helping the employees to be motivated and to have a burning passion for their job.